I was a good girlfriend, and I would expect that the person I would be with would also make those same decisions. So I don't think I would ask.
You haven't asked any of your boyfriends to cut off contacts with their ex-girlfriends?
No. I've definitely, like, commented on how ugly and fat they were. But no.
But, yeah. That bothers you, doesn't it? Because, like, he was with this ugly fat girl, and now he's with you.
Right.
What does that say about you?
Oh, yes. But it's a double-edged sword. And, yeah, I mean, because you don't want them to be hot either. But,
What's easier to deal with, if they were hot or if they were ugly and fat?
It's really tough. Probably really ugly and fat. That would really say something about the person I was with.
Say something about you.
Yeah, I'm hard pressed to even think of a situation like that, so that probably would bother me more.
How prone are you to violent fits of jealousy?
I used to think I wasn't jealous at all, ever, and then I got cheated on. And that, in that relationship, we even tried to stay together after then, and that made me really jealous.
Why did you try to stay together after Kennedy cheated?
I think to see how much I could hurt him in the relationship. That was probably too honest, but we only stayed together for like 2 months after, and I just tried to do every evil thing a girlfriend could possibly do.
Would you be willing to share any of those evil things? You slept with his best friend?
Things like that. Not necessarily that, but yeah, threatening things, writing things.
You got fired from his job?
No. Afterwards you think of all these things you should have done. It's true, but I didn't go that far.
Do you ever feel, I have the world at my feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell? Did I say that? Are you quoting me back to me? Or?
I'm not quoting you back to you.
No. Yeah, I do. Part of why I can say I like being single, I think it would be harder if I would feel like my life was missing something by not being in a relationship, but I feel like things are going so well for me, and I have so many opportunities, and I have just great people in my life. So yeah, I do feel like I have the world at my feet. Hopefully I won't waste it to interview me in a few years and find out if that worked out well for me or not.
Are you high maintenance?
I don't think so. I get ready really fast. 20 minutes or less.
Wow.
But then again, I expect chivalry. So I think to a guy that's like not opening the door for me, or and I would say, like, and I might comment on that, someone like that might say I was high maintenance, but I just think those are good manners.
Why can't you order off the menu?
Well, first of all, I'm a vegetarian, and I actually hate people who don't order off the menu, because it can really upset the chef. And I have a great respect and admiration for chefs, having waitressed in the past. But then again, having waitressed in the past, I know that chefs always have a little something extra special if you know how to ask for it. So that's why.
Do you have any thoughts on the pickup artist movement? Have you read the book The Game? Or you read the book The Game?
I've heard of it. The guy that goes around and teaches other guys how to pick up girls.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't read the book, and I don't know. I'm really wary of any self-help dating book, because they're really just feeding you what you already know. Yeah. And was there any shocking piece of information in there that you were surprised to find out? Yeah. Like what?
The whole book was... one thing was, I didn't realize how much women think about safety. like almost never think about issues of physical safety, personal safety. I never think about that. But almost never, unless I'm like walking at midnight down Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Right, in the ghetto.
Yeah, but aside from that, but I guess women think about it a lot. I never thought about that. And so I said, like, don't approach a woman from behind, or you can approach from right up front on. And, there are a lot of things in there, but then I've never been the most socially smooth. I thought the book was like an excellent guide to just social situations and how they work.
Interesting. I guess I'll have to give it a read.
Are you reliable? Are you an on-time person?
Was I on time today?
Yes.
I'm definitely a reliable person. I respond to every correspondence. I'm very reliable. I'd never not show up somewhere or forget an appointment or let something slide. But I am not as good at being on time as I would like to be. It really makes me feel bad. I hate to keep someone waiting because I feel like everyone's time is really valuable, and I hate if I'm kept waiting.
Right.
But I do run late. I usually walk into class like 2 to 3 minutes after class has started every day. So.
Okay, awesome. Anything that I should have asked you and I didn't ask you?
No. But I'm still dying to hear your answer to my earlier question.
Which one was that? I don't remember.
Well, what your issues with dating were.
Could you hand me the hot water, the black thing,
yes.
just right below you? It's heavy, so don't break your wrist. Thank you. I need a stiff drink to handle this one.
It's good I spiked to that water earlier.
Okay, so the number one issue I have with dating women. Well, I've been chronically ill since I was 22, so I spent 6 years just basically bedridden, and ever since then, like, severely limited in what I can do. So that reduces my. I have a limited amount of strength. I have to use that to just get done the basic survival tasks. Makes it a lot harder to succeed in your work and to succeed in things in general in life. So I think if I'd never gotten so sick, that I would have been married 3 times by now.
Have you done JDate?
Yeah, I've done JDate.
Are you still on it?
Well, I don't think they'd take it down. I mean, I'm not active. So,
and did you enjoy your experience on that?
It was fine. God, like, so much of dating is humiliation. So, like, when I say it's fine, I'm probably glossing over humiliating parts.
And do you, in the Orthodox community, do you get set up on dates?
I don't get set up because of my scandalous past. Oh, rarely.
But other people, in general, men.
Yeah, in generally, people get set up a lot in Orthodox life. And I've been set up a few times, but I would feel bad for someone who set me up if they hadn't Googled me. Like, how would, people see this is like a nice, Orthodox Jewish boy comes to shul every day, but they have no idea of, my past. So I sometimes feel bad for people, or I would want them to Google me to know
right what they were
getting into, because I know that a lot of girls would be a non-starter right there.
The thing is, it's so interesting. I mean, 20 or 30 years ago, you could have had the exact same past, and it wouldn't have mattered. You would have had to decide when in the relationship to tell someone without really Google. Someone would have gotten to know you, and in a relationship, and then you have to figure out when to tell them about all this stuff, and you'd be making that decision instead of, now if you don't, it's like 1 or 2 dates, and they would find out that it's kind of sad that you have to wear our past on our sleeve like that.